Hello guys, welcome back to the Brutal Investors channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. In this episode, we're going to talk about yet another project that recently got listed on Coinbase custody, and this project is called Nexo or the Nexo token, right? Again, as always guys, I highly recommend you guys to do your own research on any of the projects we cover on our channel. And for this project, I recommend you guys to go to the website nexo.io in order to learn more about this project, right? But before we talk about Nexo, I want to talk to you guys about Gateio. Gateio is a centralized exchange that's known for listing low market cap gem tokens way before they get listed on major centralized exchanges such as Binance or Coinbase. What this means is if you have a Gateio account and if you invest in these low market cap gem tokens, you not only get a chance to make 10, 20, 50, around 100x gains, but you also get a chance to increase your profitability by using some of their unique features such as copy trading, giveaways as well as NFT boxes, and thereby increasing your profitability, right? And by using the link to sign up, you're also getting a 30% trading fee rebate, which you don't necessarily get from many other exchanges as well. And by using the link to create your Gateio account, you are also supporting the Brutal Investors channel, for which I thank you in advance. So with regards to Nexo, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to rely on the information presented on CoinMarketCap's page for this token, along with the information presented on the website itself. But this is only going to be a peripheral analysis, which means you need to do your own in-depth research before you put your hard-earned money on this token, right? So what is Nexo? Nexo is a blockchain-based lending platform that offers users instant cryptocurrency-backed loans. Users deposit and accepted tokens such as Bitcoin, Ether, Litecoin, or XRP as collateral to receive a loan in the form of fiat currency or stablecoin. So when it comes to Nexo, Nexo is a popular centralized platform that is also a blockchain-based lending platform that provides instant cryptocurrency-backed loans for people who deposit collaterals, right? And some of the collaterals that they accept are Bitcoin, Ether, Litecoin, XRP, and so on and so forth, which you can deposit and also use as a collateral to loan fiat currencies such as dollars or euros or even stable coins, right? So these are some of the main functionalities that Nexo offers. Nexo has a native token called Nexo that, when locked in the gateway in the platform, grants users benefits such as the discounts on interest accumulated on loans and the opportunity to receive interest payments on funds deposited. Token holders also receive dividends from Nexo's profits. So just like any other platform, this platform also has its own native token called the Nexo token, which is a token that is used for locking on the platform, on their platform itself, in order to grant additional benefits, which includes discounts on interest rates as well as getting dividends from the platform. So if you have sufficient amount of Nexo tokens, you could get a decent amount of discount if you borrow a discount on the interest that you borrow from their platform, right? And you can also get, people who hold and stake their tokens can get dividends from Nexo's profits as well, right? So the project was first announced in December 2017 and it launched in April 2018. So these are the timelines when the project itself was launched and released, right? So if you see the next section, this section covers about the founders of Nexo, which I'm going to kind of skip right now because it's not relevant for this video, right? So the most important section here is what makes Nexo unique. So why would you choose to put your money on Nexo compared to any other project, right? So according to its white paper, Nexo is the first ever provider of instant cryptocurrency backed loans, and it intends to solve inefficiencies in the lending market. So currently, as you guys know, centralized lending markets are filled with lots of inefficiencies, which is basically kind of something that frustrates a lot of people. Nexo aims to resolve all of this, and it aims to be the first ever provider of instant cryptocurrency. I mean, it claims to be the first ever provider of instant cryptocurrency loans on the crypto space, right? So this is some of the reasons why Nexo is kind of like the most popular, one of the most popular like centralized lending platforms, and also is a successfully rapidly growing, as well as it's also being integrated with multiple other projects as well, right? So its automated lending process uses smart contracts and an oracle on the Ethereum blockchain to manage loans. So they use smart contracts and oracle on the Ethereum blockchain to manage loans. in a fully, although it's done in a fully centralized manner, it is done with the help of the Ethereum blockchain, right? After a user transfers cryptocurrency to the Nexo connected wallet, the Oracle establishes the loan and the user is instantly allocated the funds. So once a user basically transfers cryptocurrency onto their platform, the wallet must be basically controlled by a Nexo, and this is basically done by sending the funds to Nexo's platform directly, which is controlled by Nexo. And once this is done, then Oracle establishes the loan, and the users can instantly withdraw and get an allocation of their funds, right? When the user makes a deposit in order to repay the loan, the Oracle returns the cryptocurrency and records the transaction on the blockchain. Smart contracts are used to power Nexo and to record user balances. So when you kind of repay your loan, you basically pay an interest fee as well as the original principal. So when you do that, the Oracle from the Nexus end, they basically update right away and verify that the funds have been received along with interest payment. And what they do is they release your underlying collateral automatically, which then proceeds to be given to you. Whereas in the back end, the information is recorded on the blockchain as a permanent ledger, right? And basically, smart contracts do all of these functionalities, not humans, and therefore it's a much more efficient process. And these are basically smart contracts are used to record user balances on the blockchain, right? So Nexo is marketed to individuals and institutional investors, cryptocurrency companies, exchanges, miners, and others who want liquidity from their assets. So if you want liquidity from your assets, regardless of whether you are an individual investor, a company, a corporation, or a exchange, you can basically participate on their platform and make your funds available to be used for as collateral and borrow stable coins or fiat currencies as soon as possible, right? And what they do is, the company makes a profit from the interest accumulated on loans, and it also offers institutional lending and consulting services. So the Nexo platform itself is quite profitable, and they do make a decent amount of profit. And apart from this service, they also have institutional lending, which is specifically for institutions, and consulting services are also offered by Nexo to other platforms as well, right? So these are some of the other services that Nexo offers. Nexo seeks to build a user base of clients that continue to use the platform and remain invested in Nexo. So they want to build a bunch of loyal users and customers who can continue to borrow and deposit on their platform. As such, the company announced a loyalty program that rewards those who keep Nexo in their accounts, giving them preferential interest rates on loans and higher yields on savings. So people who hold Nexo tokens on their platform without even selling them will get preferential allocation. They get discounts on the interest rates, as well as higher interests paid to them for any of the other cryptos that they deposit on their platform, on this platform, right? So Nexo also distributes 30% of its profits to Nexo holders in the term of dividends. So obviously they make money and they're profitable in company, and 30% of their dividends, the 30% of their profits goes to Nexo token holders as dividends on a yearly basis, right? So these are some of the main reasons why Nexo would be considered as a really good opportunity to invest in. If you scroll below, here they have a section specifically dedicated for the security of their platform. So how is network secured? How is the Nexo network secured? So Nexo is a privately owned company, and as such, it is responsible for the security of its networks and use of funds. So they are a privately owned company, so it is a centralized entity, which is something that you need to be very aware of. And they are responsible for securing your funds when you deposit to them, right? So Nexo stores its digital assets with BitGo, a crypto asset custodian that keeps tokens in cold storage wallets, and it is covered by $100 million in insurance policy. So obviously they have a custodian called BitGo, which is one of the most popular custodians used by a bunch of other centralized entities as well as exchanges. So they are covered of up to $100 million through their insurance policy, right? In November 2019, Nexo reported that it was an ISO IEC 27001 to 2013 certified after being audited by RENA and the Consortium for IT software quality. So they are also an ISO certified company as well, which makes it much more credible when it comes to like trusting your funds with them, right? Its native token, Nexo, is an ERC20 token issued on the Ethereum blockchain, meaning that any on-chain Nexo transactions are validated and secured by the Ethereum mainnet using its ETH hash proof of work consensus algorithm, right? So again, since Nexo token itself is an ERC20 token, all the transactions of the Nexo token itself is registered on the Ethereum blockchain, which is also one of the most secured blockchains in the world, right? And miners compete, among each other to add new blocks on the blockchain, and a majority of the nodes on the network must validate a record for it to be posted. Obviously, if you know, Ethereum is currently a proof of work blockchain, and miners compete to kind of like add a new block on the blockchain, thereby adding the transactions for Nexo will be done by the miners on the Ethereum blockchain, right? Upon its launch, Nexo reported that its token had been fully audited. So they did state that their token was fully audited upon their launch. And in November 2019, the smart contracts were independently audited by Castillo Network, which found no critical security issues. So obviously they were an audited platform, and it seems like in November 2019, the smart contract was independently audited by Castillo Network, which found no critical security, right? So those are some of the main highlights of this platform itself. So let's go to their website, which is nexo.io. So right off the bat, you can clearly see that they are supporting the war in they're supporting the humanitarian issue for the war in Ukraine. And if you make a fee donation to Ukraine, and they'll basically match your contribution, right? So it's something that if you are sympathetic to the cause of Ukraine on the Ukrainian war that's happening right now, you can obviously use Nexo service and also help them support the people who are affected, right? So if you can create an account on the top right corner, you right off the bat on the bottom left corner, you can see that if you sign up, you can get $100 in Bitcoin, and if you see get $100 welcome bonus paid out in BTC when you make your first top up of $1,000 or more, right? So you can basically get a welcome bonus and paid out in Bitcoin, right? Which is pretty cool. So unlock the power of your crypto. So you can create an account on the top right corner. You can log in if you already have an account, and you can see that they want to unlock the power of your crypto. You earn up to 17% annual interest paid out daily, which is pretty cool. So when you get an interest paid out daily, it auto compounds even more fast, right? So if you see Celsius Network, which is also a similar centralized borrowing and lending platform, provides your interests for the deposited currencies on a weekly basis, which is definitely good, but getting paid daily is even more a faster way to auto compound your cryptos and gains as well, right? So borrow instantly, 30 cryptocurrencies available as collateral. So you can basically get up to 38 cryptocurrencies that you can deposit on the platform as collateral to borrow stable coins and fiat currencies, right? So when it comes to creating an account, you can click the create account here in order to create a new account right away. And if you see, they are rated excellent on Trustpilot. They are insured for up to $375 million by Bitco, Ledger, as well as Backed, which is pretty cool. And they're audited by Armanino. So this is the company that's auditing, as well as the Castillo network is also a network that audited their platform, right? So if you see, you can see a lot of information about the platform, about certain updates, as well as benefits with interest rates and new contests and platform updates and so on and so forth on their platform. They have over 12 billion plus dollars in assets under management, more than 4 million users worldwide, about 38 cryptocurrencies that are supported as collateral, and more than 200 available jurisdictions, which is pretty cool because they're available pretty much anywhere and everywhere, right? You can earn interest for people who don't want to borrow. You can earn interest by depositing your crypto. So earn daily interest on your crypto and URX, GBPX, as well as USDX. So you can earn interest on a daily basis by depositing these cryptos, right? So earn up to 17% annual interest rate, unique daily payout. So it's a very unique feature that they pay out daily, and about $375 million in insurance on all custodial assets. So this is pretty cool. Add and withdraw funds at any time. So you can clearly click on the earn crypto interest link here in order to earn your interest. and deposit your crypto and earn interest right away. So they have earned up to $25.5 million in interest already. And if you see, you can start earning interest daily. So they have 8% APR on Bitcoin. Actual interest rates on stable coins as Tether and Eurex. You can also earn 12% as well, right? So it's pretty cool. You can borrow cash or stable coins to collateralize your crypto and borrow instantly with Nexo's crypto credit lines. So you can earn you can kind of like have an interest of 0% APR, which is only available for certain situations. You need to read the terms and conditions for that. But if you borrow, you can pay as little as zero interest, which means you don't have to pay any interest at all, which is pretty cool, right? And they have $375 million in insurances and all custodial assets. A minimum of $50 and a maximum of $2 million can be borrowed. You can also get automatic approval with no credit checks, which is pretty cool as well, right? So borrow cash or stable coins, you can do that by clicking on this link here. You need to deposit your collateral, so be careful, and we need to understand the liquidation and how liquidations work, right? So that's something that you also need to understand before you participate in this platform. So if we scroll below, they also have an Nexo card, which is basically what a digital card, not a digital card, a physical card that you can use to pay, and interact in the real world. So your digital assets are just a swipe away. The only card that lets you spend the value of your digital assets without having to sell them. So you can basically use this card to spend the value of your digital assets without actually spending them, which is a pretty cool concept. Get instant cashbacks on all purchases and take advantage of flexible repayment options. So you can get instant cashbacks as well as flexible repayments on any of your credit that you borrowed, right? So it's accepted in 40 plus million merchants worldwide. Again, you can get an instant 2% cashback on all purchases paid out in crypto, flexible repayment options, free virtual cards, payments in local currencies, no monthly or annual fees, and no FX fees. So you have literally no fees. It's a pretty free card, and you can earn 2% cashback as well, right? So pretty cool. So the ultimate security for your digital assets, they're secured by BitGo. You can learn more about that by clicking on the Learn More button here. They have military-grade security, third-party audits, ISO certified, about $375 million insured. So what else can you expect from a platform that has so much to offer already, right? So enjoy your Nexo account on the go. You can use their mobile app, which is available on Google Play as well as iOS. And if you scroll below, you can see some of the other information about their mission from their co-founder and managing partner as well as FAQs on how you can effectively borrow and earn interest on some of the deposited cryptos, right? So if you scroll further below, you can see other information in newsletters along with the information that you can you can kind of become a part of the community through their social media links here, right? So it's a pretty cool and amazing platform. I've used Nexo in the past, and they have been really amazing. I'm mostly focused on decentralized like lending solutions. That's why I moved away from Nexo. But as far as I've used Nexo, Nexo has been amazing, and they've always kept up their promise, and there's no real risk from them whatsoever, right? So going back to the CoinMarketCap page for this token is currently ranked, as we can see right now, it's currently ranked 77th by market cap on CoinMarketCap, and it's currently trading at $2.88 at the time I'm making this video, right? So again, at the time I'm making this video, this token has dumped slightly, like 1.51%, which is not too great, but it's still in a small dip in the overall cryptocurrency sentiment right now in the past 24 hours, right? If you see the market cap, the token has a market cap of $1.6 billion dollars locked on their platform. And if you see, the max supply of this token is 1 billion tokens, with the circulating supply being 56%. So it seems like, despite the fact that the token has a huge max supply, the token does have about close to 60% of the tokens which are already in circulation. So it's definitely, the token has definitely done much better than earlier, where the token was at, I think, 30% of its token supply was in circulation. But now close to 60% of the tokens are in circulation, which means even though, yes, in the short term the token price will slump or move sideways because of the huge amount of tokens that will be potentially injected into the market, this will be a short-term effect only, and therefore in the long term, once the circulating supply reaches the max supply, there will be literally no issues with this project suffering from any of the inflationary reasons, right? So that's going to be a good thing for the long run. So when it comes to the charts itself, you can clearly see that this token was literally dormant for a very long period of time until recently when the tokens started skyrocketing. So initial price of this token was 33 cents as of uh, you know May of 2018, and then it was pretty much moving sideways, reaching 11 cents, bouncing between 8 to 11 cents per token, sometimes even reaching as high as 24 cents. But that's pretty much what it was doing till 2020. And then during 2021 was when this token started going rocketing towards the price of $4.75 as of 7th of May 2021, which was the all-time highs of this token so far, but before crashing to a price of $1.86 as of July 2021, and then it was moving sideways for a bit and then started going to its second all-time highs of close to $4.27 as of 10th of November 2021, before crashing down to a relative lows of about close to $2.28 as of January 2022, and then now it's kind of trying to rebound, right? Obviously, since this project has been a Coinbase custody token, I think this token definitely has a full potential to be listed on Coinbase itself and maybe even on Binance in the future, which is definitely going to be a possibility, right? But if you're trying to buy this token, I would probably suggest you to hold off on it because it seems like you can definitely get a good buying opportunity when the token is at or around $2.30, which is definitely a good opportunity to look into this token because you'll be getting it at a significantly better discounted price from its all-time highs, right? But if you want to buy this token at this price point, I suggest you to be a little bit cautious because this is kind of like the point where the token can go down or go up, right? But if it goes down, it's going to be good. That's why I feel like $2.30 would be a good benchmark for this token to touch or go below before you can see if this token is a good token to buy, right? So again, this will give you a lot of time to do your own research on this project, so please do that, right? So when it comes to the Bitcoin comparative, obviously this token was initially decoupled with the dollar comparative in the Bitcoin comparative, but now in the recent times, this token is starting to become more and more correlated with dollar comparative, right? The initial Bitcoin comparative price of this token was 2,700 satoshis per token, but then it crashed down to a price of about 748 satoshis per token as of October 2018, and then it went to relative highs of about 2,700 satoshis when the dollar price was pretty much flat, and then it was kind of being very volatile in the Bitcoin comparative all the way till 2020, early 2021, when the token went from 1,500 satoshis to a new all-time highs of 8,000 satoshis per token before crashing down to a price of slightly less than 4,000 satoshis per token, and then rebounded back, and now it's kind of moving sideways just like the dollar comparative, right? So it seems to be much more correlated with the dollar comparative in the recent years compared to before 2020, and that also shows that this project is not a very good project to buy with Bitcoin comparative because it's just started becoming correlated, and therefore the token could go both ways. Either it could be completely decoupled from dollar comparative, which means it will be even more volatile and unpredictable, but it could also be really closely correlated with the dollar comparative, making it pretty much an alternative option to dollar comparative, right? But I would probably suggest you to use the dollar comparative to buy this token rather than Bitcoin comparative because it's extremely volatile, and based on its track record, you can see it acts extremely unpredictably, right? So you could be buying at the top when this token would be crashing below the 4,000 Satoshi mark, which will be a good opportunity to buy this token. So if you do want to buy this token with Bitcoin comparative, I'd probably suggest you to buy it way below the 4,000 Satoshi mark, which will be the good opportunity to buy this token, right? But again, this is not financial advice, that's my opinion. Please do your own research before you put your hard-earned money on this token, right? When it comes to the markets itself, obviously this token is listed on FTX along with Huobi Global, Bitfinex, as well as Uniswap version 2 and 3 because it is an ERC20 token, and it's also available as a BEP. It's not available in the Binance Smart Chain. Obviously, it is available as a token on the Binance Dex, which is the Binance chain itself, right, or BEP2 token, right? But I think if you want to buy this token, you pretty much have a good opportunity to buy this token from Huobi Global or FTX because they are some of the best exchanges in the world that you can get with high liquidity for buying this token, right? I think a Coinbase listing and a Binance listing is definitely in the works for this project. And I think with the Coinbase custody listing, a Coinbase listing is pretty much guaranteed. But again, that's also still not really confirmed by the team themselves or Coinbase themselves. So it can go a long way before this token gets listed on Coinbase, even though it is currently available on Coinbase custody. But if you want to see this token get listed on Binance, it will take maybe longer than 6 months or even to a year to see this token get listed on Binance, right? But this still poses a good opportunity for buying this token, because if you buy this token right now, you're buying it before Coinbase or even Binance lists this token, which means you'll be able to take advantage of the pumps that will happen immediately after the listings happen on Binance and Coinbase, right? So that's another opportunity to see, right? So what's my final verdict on this token, guys? I think this token has a really good future. I think centralized borrowing and lending features will continue to be available, although I'm not a big fan of those um, centralized borrowing and lending options, because I believe the decentralized options are going to overtake eventually in the extreme long term. I think for the time being, centralized borrowing and lending opportunities will continue to coexist with decentralized options, and therefore players like Nexo, Celsius, and maybe even BlockFi are pretty much poised to be market leaders of the centralized borrowing and lending space for a very long time. And I think Nexo is pretty much in the best position to be the leader of this entire ecosystem, right? And therefore, I would definitely have my eyes on Nexo, and also with the short-term price opportunities, such as potential Coinbase listing, and maybe after 6 months or even 8 months a Binance listing. Those will definitely push the price of this token even higher. And I think in the next 3 to 6 months, this token can definitely cross the $5 mark, maybe even reaching a new all-time highs of $5 to $6 marks. And then maybe in the long term, which is 3 to 5 years from now, depending on how many people start preferring the decentralized option compared to the centralized option, that could determine whether this project will be successful or not in the next 3 to 5 years from now. But I think this project will definitely be successful for the next 1 to 2 years. But anything after that, it will depend on how the environment is when it comes to decentralized borrowing and lending options versus centralized borrowing and lending options, right? But again, this is just my opinion, guys, not financial advice. And if you notice, this token is also not listed on Gateio, right? Again, even though it's not listed on Gateio is still a great exchange for you to buy low market cap gem tokens that you can trade for multiple X's. So if you don't already have a Gateio account already, please use the link in the description to sign up for a Gateio account and get a 30% trading fee rebate, along with the opportunity to make 100x gains on some of the low market cap gems that they have on their platform there, right? And by using the link to sign up, you're also supporting the Brutal Investor channel, for which I thank you in advance. Again, remember, guys, you guys are not regular investors, you guys are brutal investors, so stay brutal. Thank you very much for watching my video, guys. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. See you in my next video. Bye.